Baka succumbs to gunshot wounds at hospital. Police and political representatives have confirmed that a man who was shot 7 times last month in Tiki near Colleyville in northeast Manchester has succumbed to his injuries. The man, identified as Oliver Hall, 53, otherwise called Baka, died at hospital Tuesday night, 3 weeks after he was attacked by a gunman in his community. A police report said on December 16, about 3 p.m., Hall was in the community near his residence when gunmen attacked him and opened fire. He was rushed to hospital and underwent emergency surgery. Councillor Omar Miller, Jamaica Labour Party Cricket Division, said Hall spoke to him at hospital shortly after. A rumor spread about Hall's death immediately after the shooting. He got 7 shots and was in the hospital, and so when the news got out first that he had passed, the community went into mourning. But shortly after, I received a call from an unknown number, and it was the same individual who got shot, and he said that he was in the hospital and he was stable, but he was ensuring the public that they don't have a second attack on him, so he advised to send that message out, Miller said at a funeral in Craighead on Thursday. We had a good discussion. I went to the hospital as one of the few persons who visited him, and I said to him, for one to receive 7 shots and to be alive, you have to give God thanks, added Miller. Hall reportedly recounted the gun attack to the politician. He was telling me that when the shooter fired several rounds at him, he started to run. The guy chased him down. When the gunman stood over him and he squeezed the trigger for the last time, he shifted his head, and so, when he shifted his head, the bullet lodged in the upper part of his neck, stated Miller. He was saying he was sure a lucky fellow, and he was just joking about it, and he said, Mr. Miller, a skill me skill. I got another call a day ago. The message went out that he died, and I said maybe he is tricking the crowd again. But when I called the number, I realized it rang without answer. Golding says Campbell was not proposing new taxes on imported foods. People's National Party President Mark Golding is seeking to clarify comments made by opposition spokesperson on agriculture Dayton Campbell, suggesting that a future PNP government would impose taxes on food imports. Addressing a political party meeting recently, Campbell shared plans of a future People's National Party government to impose a tax on imported foods to create a dedicated pool of funds that he said would help to develop the local agricultural sector. He stated that the tax would be similar to the levy imposed on incoming international calls used to create the Universal Service Fund, which, among other things, has established Wi-Fi hotspots across the country. But at a similar meeting in Manchester recently, Gordon explained that his innovative approach, suggested by Campbell, would earmark existing taxes that are collected on imported food items to create a fund. He noted this fund would focus on improved substitution and export-led production of critical agricultural produce. He said the PNP does not see a need for new taxes at this time. We should focus on growing local production to replace imported food, strengthening our economy while reducing dependency on foreign goods, Golding noted. The PNP president criticized the Jamaica Labour Party government for its liberal approach to issuing imported license, which he said led to a glut in the market and leaves local farmers unable to sell their produce, resulting in spoilage and significant losses, ultimately destroying local agriculture. He noted that Jamaica's importation bill has increased significantly from US $800 million in 2016 to US $1.3 billion in 2023, an increase of almost 70%. Gordon stated that the PNP is committed to practical solutions that empower Jamaicans, promote local production, and reduce the country's reliance on imports without imposing additional burdens. He highlighted past tax reform by the PNP, such as employment tax credit, which he said increased revenue without stifling economic activity. Clarendon municipal meeting cut short again as PNP councillors call for leadership change. Mayor of Maypen, Joel Williams, accused People's National Party PNP councillors of grandstanding after they once again insisted on a change of leadership at the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, leading to the premature end of the municipality's meeting for the second consecutive time. Last December's meeting was similarly cut short after the PNP councillors argued that the November 2024 by-election, which saw that Ain and Town Division returned to the party, creating a GLP-PNP tie in the municipality, necessitated structural changes in the corporation's governance, including the resignation of Williams. In the by-election, PNP candidate Denwell Dawson secured a narrow victory with 1,646 votes, edging out Suzette Barton of the Jamaica Labour Party JLP, who garnered 1,592 votes. The by-election would have changed the situation at a municipal corporation. As a result, Chairman, we have not yet had a decision, said Sean Barneswell, the minority leader in the corporation. Based on the pronouncement in the opening remarks, it's an indication that it's business as usual, and I'm telling you, Chairman, it cannot be, he added. The mayor in response began addressing Barneswell as minority leader, but Barneswell interjection, no, Chairman, that is where you go wrong. There is no more minority leader. In reply, Williams noted that if a discussion on the matter was warranted, the corporation's meeting was not the appropriate venue. However, PNP councillors objected, prompting the mayor to adjourn the session. Speaking with journalists outside the municipal chambers, Barneswell revealed that the matter had now become a legal issue, noting that their attorney had already been contacted. Old Harbour Road St. Catherine man charged for stabbing bartender during argument. Detectives attached to the Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch on Wednesday charged a man who stabbed a bartender, leaving her hospitalized during an argument at the establishment. Charged with intent is 36-year-old Rhonda Hamilton, a construction worker off Old Harbour Road, St. Catherine. His court date is being finalized. The incident happened in his community on Saturday, December 28 last year. The police report that about 7:30 p.m., Hamilton and the female bartender got into an argument which escalated. During the fracas, Hamilton reportedly used a knife to inflict stab wounds to the woman, causing life-threatening injuries. The woman was rushed to hospital where she was admitted in stable but serious condition. A statement was recorded from the complainant and an investigation commenced. The accused man was later apprehended and subsequently charged on Wednesday, January 8. NWU mourns passing of Trade Unionist Keith Comrie. The National Workers' Union (NWU) is extending condolences to the family, friends and colleagues of veteran trade unionist Keith Comrie, said his death marks a profound loss for Jamaica's labor movement. The NWU said Comrie, who reportedly passed away on Sunday, dedicated his life to championing the rights of workers and advocating for social justice. The organization added that as General Secretary of the Union of Schools, Agricultural and Allied Workers, and former Assistant General Secretary of the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, Comrie was a pillar of strength, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to advancing the cause of Jamaica's working class. Keith Comrie was more than a trade union leader, he was an icon in the labor movement. His relentless advocacy for equity and fairness, his mentorship to young trade unionists, and his passion for improving workers' lives leave a legacy that will inspire generations to come, said NWU General Secretary Granville Valentine. The NWU lauded Comrie's leadership, stating that it was one marked with integrity, resilience, and a dedication to foster solidarity among workers. The NWU stands united in honoring Keith Comrie's remarkable contributions. As we mourn this great loss, we are reminded of the importance of continuing the work to which he dedicated his life by building a fairer, more just society for all workers, NWU added in a media release on Thursday. May his soul rest in peace and his legacy live on in the ongoing fight for workers' rights, the trade union added. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.